So, question is, why print? Or at least, why do photo books and get into print? And the answer, I think, lies in just being able to physically have something that's got your images where you can easily access them, and it's not via a screen. There's a big difference between passing around, for example, a photograph or a printed photograph or a photo book, to passing around something the size of a phone, or looking over someone's shoulder at a PC screen. It's a completely different type of experience, much more shareable, a bit more tactile, I guess. And for me, it's looking back over all of the photo books that I've made, and I think I've got about 30 odd photo books, and they span back over the last 25 years. And I don't have 25 years worth of photos on my PC at any one time. There are, a lot of the images from some time ago are archived off onto hard drives, external hard drives. And having a photo book which you can just go and pick up off the shelf, flick through it, or show it to someone, whatever, it makes it very, very easily accessible. I certainly wouldn't spend anything like as much time looking at older pictures and glancing back at older holiday pictures if they weren't in photo books already. And I'd regularly made photo books of holidays up until about 2021, and I'd used Photobox for almost the entire set. And then in 2021, there's a photo book where some of the images are just a little bit fuzzy. They're not great. And at the time, the reason for that kind of eluded me. And I wondered if it was because the images I had uploaded were too small, maybe, and just didn't have enough resolution. Now, I've also, over the years, I've printed some fairly large pictures to go in frames around the house, or we had one frame in a particular room where we would change the image. And from printing these pictures quite large, I knew that generally the images I was taking, even though they were micro four thirds, they were plenty big enough to satisfy quite a large print. So I because I had a sketchy image or two in that book from 2021, I kind of lost interest for a while. However, more recently, at the end of the running towards the end of last year, I made a video about my favourite 10 images from each of the camera systems I was using. And I thought what I should do, having already curated that set of images, I should make a photo book based on my kind of what I consider to be my best of 2024. And this was the first time I'd used Photobox in a while. And I was really impressed with the new software, which you download to your computer, and you do all of the production of the book locally and then upload it at the end. Upload speeds nowadays are much better anyway, but that used to be a real pain. It used to be uploading large pictures, which is why I think I got into the habit of producing my images fairly small, which may be what caught me out in terms of quality. So the newer software, really easy to use, I found, very intuitive. I like that you can do all the work locally and not reliant on an internet link. Although, as I say, they're much better nowadays anyway. But the software is really good. I really enjoyed producing the best of 2024 photo book. And it's a great way of flicking through these images, which normally they would be distributed across a whole selection of different folders on my PC for the different camera systems. So normally I just wouldn't get to see the images in this way, where I can just look through them one at a time and think about what were my favourite images. And actually getting down to another point that's really very good about producing photo books, whether it's holiday snaps, best of the year, specific events or whatever, is that it really gives you the opportunity to critique your images and select down to what you think are the very best. And I think that's a really good way of figuring out what you like about your images, and equally the ones you reject. Which one, what do you not like about your images, and where can you improve? So I think there's a whole piece around improvement of your own photography in making these books. One of the other advantages is that it does give you something very permanent, and who knows when you're going to get something happen to electronic media and it's going to be unavailable. So having something that is really permanent, like a photo book or a selection of printed images, I think is just a kind of a safeguard for the future of your images. So yeah, I would thoroughly recommend getting some stuff into hard copy print, and I thoroughly recommend Photo Box. Although I'm not sponsored. I think we've got we've got a mug or two from them as well. So I've had some prints, some cards, mugs, and mainly photo books over the years, and I think they're probably not the cheapest. And there are other companies out there, but for me, they've been very reliable. When I did have a problem with one book, their customer service was excellent and they're quick. So I thoroughly recommend Photobox as well. So get into print.